Today we are counting down the top 5 features of the Samsung Galaxy A57 5Gs. And this phone is important because Samsung's A series has always been where many people shop. Not flagship prices, but still expecting flagship level experience. So the question is, did Samsung actually improve enough this year, or is this just another refresh? We're counting down from feature number 5 all the way to feature number 1. And feature number 1 could be the reason this becomes one of the most popular phones of 2026. So let's begin with feature number 5. Feature number 5 is the design. And Samsung made a very smart decision here. The Galaxy A57 is only 6.9 millimeters thin. That is extremely slim for a modern phone. And it weighs just 179 grams. That means when you hold it, it feels lighter, cleaner, and easier to use than many heavy competitors. Now compare that to phones crossing 210 grams, or even 230 grams. The difference becomes obvious after long use. Watching videos, scrolling in bed, using maps outside, gaming, a lighter phone reduces fatigue, and that matters more than spec sheets show, but thin and light would mean nothing. If the materials were cheap, they are not. You get Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front, Victus Plus on the back, and an aluminum frame, so the phone still feels premium. You also get IP68 water and dust resistance. That means everyday peace of mind. Rain, accidental splashes, dusty environments. The phone is protected, so feature number 5 is balance. Samsung made a phone that feels elegant, without sacrificing durability. Feature number 4 is the display. And Samsung usually performs well here. The Galaxy A57 uses a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED Plus panel. That means deep blacks, strong contrast, and rich colors. You also get 120 Hz refresh rate. So scrolling social media, browsing websites, switching apps, all feels smoother. And once you get used to high refresh rate, it is difficult to go back. Brightness is also strong, up to 1200 nits high brightness mode and 1900 nits peak. In real life, that means outdoor visibility stays good. Not ultra flagship insane, but clearly strong enough for daily use. And because it's Samsung, content often looks tuned nicely. YouTube, Netflix, photos, everything tends to look lively. You also get HDR10 plus support, so supported content can show better highlights and more dynamic visuals. The resolution is Full HD plus, which some people may criticize, but at this screen size, for most users, it still looks sharp enough. So feature number 4 is a display experience many users will love every day. Feature number 3 is software, and for many people, this matters more than camera megapixels. The Galaxy A57 launches with Android 16, and Samsung promises up to 6 major Android upgrades. That is huge. It means this phone could remain updated for years. Security patches, new Android versions, new features. That adds long-term value. Especially if you don't change phones often, then there is One UI 8.5. Samsung's software is mature, feature-rich, and familiar to millions of users. You get multitasking tools, customization, Samsung ecosystem benefits, and generally polished daily use. If you use Samsung tablets, Galaxy Buds, Galaxy Watch, this becomes even more valuable. And compared to brands with uncertain update schedules, Samsung gives confidence. So feature number 3 is not flashy, but it may be one of the smartest reasons to buy this phone. Feature number 2 is performance. The Galaxy A57 uses the Exynos 1680 chipset, built on a 4nm process. Now, some people automatically doubt Exynos, but numbers matter. Benchmark results show strong performance for this category. Antutu scores crossing 1 million. That places it in a serious mid-range zone. So what does that mean daily? It means apps launch quickly, multitasking feels responsive, and normal usage should be smooth. You also get the Xcleep's 550 GPU, so gaming becomes more realistic than older A-series devices. Titles like PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, and other demanding games should run well with tuned settings. You also get UFS 3.1 storage, which helps loading times. So the phone does not only rely on chipset speed, it also benefits from faster storage. For many users, this is the sweet spot. Enough power to feel modern without paying flagship money. So feature number 2 is capable performance with practical value. Feature number 1, the best feature of the Galaxy A57, is actually a combination. Reliable cameras and dependable battery life. Let's start with cameras. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor. With optical image stabilization, that matters. OIS helps reduce blur and improves low light steadiness. You also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide for landscapes, buildings, group shots, and a macro camera for close-up use. Samsung also includes features like best face, useful for group photos. Video recording goes up to 4K at 30 FPS, and the selfie camera can also record 4K with 10-bit HDR. That's strong for this class. Now, battery. You get a 5000 mAh battery. That remains a trusted size, enough for most people to get through the day. And charging reaches 45 watts wired. So when you need power, you can refill faster than basic budget devices. This combination matters because many people don't need extreme zoom cameras or experimental specs. They need a phone that consistently takes good photos and lasts. That is where the Galaxy A57 feels smart. So feature number 1 is dependable everyday excellence. So after counting down all 5 features, the Galaxy A57 is not trying to be flashy, it is trying to be smart. A slim premium body, a strong AMOLED display, long software support, solid performance, and dependable cameras with battery life for many buyers. That formula is exactly what matters. If you want the wildest specs, look elsewhere. But if you want a balanced Samsung phone, the A57 makes a lot of sense. If you enjoyed this top 5 countdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more smartphone breakdowns like this.